You got about 5 laps of fuel. Outside. Clear. Outside. Stay low. Stay low. There's a car on the high side. Car outside. Too wide.
Okay then.
One car ahead, go high. You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Lo siento, Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, no problem. It doesn't look like you can vary too far off of a fixed set. I've gone every direction. I always come right back to fixed. One setup will feel better, but then 10 laps, 12 laps into the run, you start getting loose or start handling weird.
How do you fix that?
Well, that's what I'm working on.
You use your weight jacker.
Yeah, I've gone, different directions. I start off maybe a little neutral or even a little tight, and then use the weight jacker to loosen it up, and then reduce the weight jacker into a run. It's just guessing how much to put in, whether, how many clicks to put in to make it not hit the wall.
But what is the route?
Well, and I can tell you this, I mean, it all depends on how hot the track temperature is, because if you get on a really hot track, you'll be moving it like it's going out of style.
Yeah, I did that last year. I was hammering that thing 5 times a lap, and then it just got old after a while.
Inside, clear.
But it's not tire wear, is it? I mean, I saw that the temperature of the right rear went up really high. I think the temperature is the issue.
Yeah, that was a problem with me. When the car gets really fast, they start to get really loose about 10, 12 laps into a run. I don't know, like I say, I've gone 100 directions and I just keep coming back to barely off of a fix, just trim a fix setup out a little bit.
What's a fixed time with the race fuel?
With full fuel tank, I think a good time would be a 40.5, I think, maybe. You're by yourself.
Yeah, mid 40.5 for me.
I look around the track, I do maybe a 10, 12 lap run, and look around the track at what other times everybody else is running. They're usually from 40.5 to 40.9, right in that range on all the cars if they're on a race set.
I've got it set up and I'm running around the 40.5, 40.4 maybe, but it's stable, so I'm not losing off. Yeah, I'm not losing a lot over a long run.
Yeah, I'm not finding any answers. I don't know if I'm finding any people that are finding any answers either.
Yeah, I've gone every single direction. I can't make it better than the fix.
No, I'm on 6. I had to switch with my speed ratio. I just want to high 40. I don't know. One time in practice I ran a 39, but I used somebody's setup here. Xavier's setup, and I ran after quick, but I can't use it anymore because my car gets loose and I spin.
Well, thanks for sharing that tech, Christopher. I'm just going to give it a run just now.
Car outside, go high.
Yeah, it goes after 10 laps.
But I'm guessing the root cause is that the tire temperature of the right rear is going up. That's because the tire wear is not the issue. Now I put on some more tire pressure and it seems to work in the wrong way, so maybe less tire pressure is the way.
Well, the tire's getting hot and it's just slipping and sliding everywhere, so maybe a half pound or a pound out of it.
Car outside.
If
Clear
you're getting
outside.
loose, it's probably because you have too much cross weight in your car. That's the main issue.
When I was taking wing out and getting a little faster, but if I do a chase on my replay, you know, like behind the car, I see the car sideways in the turns. It doesn't feel like it when you're driving it, but on the video, you can see it sideways in the turns.
Outside.
And I think that's causing the tire temperature.
Clear.
The wing is the last thing I mess with. Actually, no, tire pressure is the last thing I mess with.
I changed the dampers around, the compression damping on the shocks a little bit, and a little bit of sway bar, you know, bounce it back and forth a little direction. That helps a little bit too.
Do you guys think tire pressure is not the issue?
I would try it. But honestly, I think a lot of it has to do with driving style too.
Yeah, you have to be smooth, that's right.
So what do you do to change cross weight?
You have to adjust the right rear push rod and the right push rod in opposite directions equally. It should change the rear ride. It shouldn't change the rear ride height, but you'll see that the cross weight value that's listed in the garage will change. The more cross weight you have, the more load you put on the right rear tire, and the looser your car will be. It's usually a little bit faster for a few laps, but it'll fall off pretty hard.
That's what I was noticing. I started getting a strange handling, you know, when I was getting faster, and then all of a sudden, maybe 12 laps into the run, I would start feeling a real sudden looseness with it I couldn't really get away from.
Clear outside.
Yeah, I'm running something that I built really quickly off the fix to give out, just so I can, now I'm running time so people can compare times, but the fix set isn't that bad.
Yeah, I don't know, last year I think I ran just one or two clicks this way, side away from a fixed set, you know, just a few little adjustments here to make it more comfortable. And it didn't do bad in the race. It was pretty much top 5 most of the race, but I just had a wreck.
Yeah, usually the most important thing is that you make it to the end, and then after that it's just little things here and there.
That's what I'm finding out now.
Slow car ahead, go high. Go high.
I don't really know if there's a way to get the right side tires to cool down on the car. Everything, if it's very stable, at the right and rear and front our temps are up there pretty high.
Sorry, what was the question again? About the right side temperatures?
Just not sure if there's a way to get those temperatures down. You know, when now that I got a real stable, comfortable setup, my temperatures are up there pretty good still. I'm just wondering if there's a way to get them down with sway bar or what.
I haven't really found a way to bring the temperatures down per se, but you can definitely change the balance of the car. There's definitely like a limit of how hot you want the tires to be, but I can't tell you what it is off the top of my head. I just go off of how the car feels over a long run.
Hitting in.
And you're getting about 26, 27 laps off of a run.
Yeah, I've had I didn't pay too much attention to my lap times because I've had quite a lot of traffic, but I'm pretty stable.
I think tire temps in try to keep them under 260 on the right rear. Would that be about right? Yeah, I don't either. I came in after about a 10-lap run. I was still just about to hit 260, so I'd say try not to go maybe over 270 for a full fuel run. That's kind of a guess.
Yeah, same here, Jamie. Run a few oval races in cup cars and things, but never run the 500 before, so.
Nothing I know with anything with cup or anything on road has helped give me speed in this. It's just these cars are so different.
Yeah, it's quite stark how big the difference is. The only thing I learned is, you know, like lines and stuff, but even that's kind of different.
I've run 5 of them, and the only luck I've had is when you just be careful. Don't try anything that if you're not absolutely 100% certain of something, don't do it. Just back away. I got a 3rd place. That's it. That's the best place I've ever got. But you know, I've had good success and just had wrecks towards the end of the races or whatever. But you know, it's very hard to finish one of these darn things.
My aim's just to get to the end in one piece.
I came in second last year. My fast lap was like a 41.3.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying too. I just run a good, comfortable set and don't make any weird moves. So don't try that oddball pass where you're not sure whether it's going to go or not.
Yeah, it's always the people who try that within the first 5 minutes of the race. Yeah, they cause the problem.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. If you get somebody a hothead, you know, who just wants to pass everybody right away.
I just run high.
Yeah, I just let them go. They'll come back to you. They're running some type of qualifying setup or something.
Outside.
I just tapped the wall for suspension.
Clear.
There was about a 15-lap run there, and that set is feeling pretty stable, Chris, so thank you for that. It's a nice preset. I don't actually even think I adjusted the weight jacker.
The car's dropped ahead. Go high.
I never know what a good time in practice is anymore because everyone's always doing qualifying.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I would see this car walking away from me, and I think, man, I'm slow. and I realize he's got, 4 gallons of fuel in.
Oh yeah, and there's a different boost for qualifying, so...
I wish there was a way that we could get 10 lap averages or 5 lap averages or something.
That's it, we're out of fuel.
Or lock everyone into using race boost during practice.
Outside.
I go around the track when you do a video, like you do 10 laps or something. Go do a replay and go around the track and look at all the last times of all the cars. You can tell the guys that are on qualifying laps, they'll all be under 40. To kind of look across the board and see who's got what kind of time. You can compare with that, I think.
Sorry, 35. Didn't quite see you coming there.
No problem. In turn 2, you kind of want to aim that left wheel for the rumble strips, because there's a breeze, I guess, blowing across there that tries to push it to the outside wall.
Yeah, I'm feeling that push too.
That's the worst turn. That's the one I can't do well. Turn 4 is pretty easy, because I think the breeze is blowing you into the inside on 4 and to the outside on 2, from what I hear.
Yeah, I've never been able to figure out too.
If you apex a little bit late, it helps.
Yeah. And like I say, try to put your left wheel right on the edge of that rumble strip. You still won't make it. It'll wash out, but
Problem is, I feel the more sort of I want to point the nose in, the more speed I'm losing on the back straight. So I'm just scrubbing across the track.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a pretty hefty clap.
that was from my weight jacker. I pumped up the weight jacker about 3 or 4 clicks because that car just passed me and I didn't want to wash out. So that's what happens if you pump up the weight jacker and you pump it up too much. It'll just spin you. Best, I think, to not hit it more than once or twice and just back out of the throttle.
Yeah, too big an adjustment at once unsettles the car. I tried that. Didn't go well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing my whole practice sessions, is trying to figure out, how much weight jack to throw in and when to pull it back out. And like I say, if you put too much in, it'll just spin you, it'll just whip you around.
Too much in on the positive side?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go too positive too quick, you'll loosen up the rear too much and it'll snap on you.
Yeah, positive moves weight forward, so it makes you looser. Negative moves weights back, so it makes you tighter.
Alrighty.
More or less, that's a pretty big oversimplification of it, but that's how I think of it.
I'm sort of leaning more towards just the throttle rather than the weight jacker, because it hasn't been real dependable in the last 2 sessions.
I don't know, what's the track temperature here right now, do you know?
It's always 104 in default weather.
Car outside, clear. Car outside, clear outside. You got about 5 laps of fuel. Your car is smoking. You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
I saw you there, Mike. I was giving you the inside.
Sorry. Go high. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Wheel damage. Slow car ahead, go high. Car outside. Clear. Car stop, down low, go high. Slow car down low, go high. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Car inside. Clear inside. Outside. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
The fastest pit lane entry I think anybody's ever seen.
Track though. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, when you hit the wall there right in front of me, I just moved a little bit, and I was just a little bit offline, and I've slowed down, downshifted everything, and the car still got loose and spun. I don't know what I could have done to avoid it. I hit everything, and it just spun.
Clear outside.
Tire wear like so hard on the track, but get loose so early.
Yeah, it was just, like I say, just changing line. If you were keeping it full throttle and just whipping it around, it'd stick fine. As soon as I had to change the line a little bit, it just went out.
You got about 2 laps of fuel.
14 lap run there, and then the car's just flat loose at a 7.4.
Low car
That's kinda
ahead,
weird.
go low.
Probably crank the weight jacker up a little bit too much.
4 is always a loose turn, and 2 is always a tight turn.
You've got wheels
They say it's because of the crosswind blowing across the track. I don't know if that's really true or not, but it's always been that way.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit tight, rather, it was a little bit too snappy on entry. Travel to the right word there.
One mistake here, your day's done, honestly.
Yeah, part of the fun. I don't mind doing it in practice, just not in 500.
Yeah, that's the thing. Make all the mistakes here. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them.
To be honest, I'd be disappointed if I didn't, but I'd rather do it now than find the limit, and that's it. I can just run 500 hopefully clean, and it's up to other people to stay clean. I know I'm slashing the quickest, so I'm just looking to have fun.
The setup I'm working on, I'm going, like after about 20 laps, I'm having to go negative weight jacker because it's too loose.
I started positive, and I noticed on a 15-20 lap run, I had to back it off.
Does anybody use default setup?
I'm still running 41.1, about 10 gallons in.
You have about 5 laps
Yeah,
of
I'm
fuel
finding
left.
that too. I look down at my lap, the car feels good, but I look down on about 41 seconds.
I think after I've got over 20 laps on this, and I think that's about right. I mean, 41 should be about right, low 41.
Yeah, and moving that weight jacker back 1 or 2 clicks seems to be kind of a logical assumption. The car seems to get just a little looser as you burn off fuel instead of, they used to handle a little better, but now they seem to just get looser.
Yeah, I was going positive last year.
Yeah, the right rear is burning up a lot more than right front now.
Outside. Clear. You got about 2 laps of fuel.
We'll try default for a few laps, see if that's good.
Really?
Looks like I got a little bit too close to the curves on the inside of 4. That's what sent me into that spin. So it was fine to do that earlier in the run, but yeah, that was about lap 15, lap 16 in my run. So no chance.
I remember years ago I had about like 4 setups. You know, everybody was throwing setups around, and you know, you could find something that worked, and now it's just everybody's bouncing almost to the fix.
I did like 5 setups this whole week, and none of them always got to my lap 2.
But somebody's going to find something. It's usually like a little changes in gearing or something.
Do you guys, what do you have fourth gear set up as?
Who cares about fourth gear?
Well, it makes a difference.
Sometimes you got to pop it down to fourth if you're in an emergency, like you got to really back it away. I've had to hit fourth gear, and it's usually too low.
Damn, I just turned my sensors up to the baseline setup. That's not bad, honestly.
What was with the brake check, Fernando?
Traffic made like really wide traffic.
Go low.
Fucking savages, man.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left. Slow car, up high, go low. Car outside. Clear outside. Car stopped, up high, go low. Inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside. You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Yeah, Christopher, this setup is about 0.2 faster than the one I was running, and it feels comfortable also. Just curious, do you use fifth gear when you're out in clean air most of the time?
Yeah, I only use fifth gear when I'm in clean air, and then I use sixth if I'm in draft and I'm about to hit the rev limiter in fifth. But I never got into fourth. Or if I do, I'm in a pretty bad situation.
Yeah, I'm just curious more about sixth. Sixth, you just ignore it unless you hit your rev limiter.
Yeah, if you start drafting and you're about to hit it, then go up to sixth, and then once you get your speed back down, then I drop back down to fifth.
Copy, thanks.
Just to verify, push to pass doesn't work, right?
No, that's road only. It doesn't work on ovals.
Oh, there you go. That's something I didn't know. As a road racer, I didn't even know it was supposed to pick up.
clear. Outside. Keep low. Clear. You got about 5 laps of fuel. Go high.
Oh, look at that. Getting to 10th just by using 5th gear. Wish I'd known that before.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left. Car ahead, go high. Go high. Go high.
I hope iRacing never fixes the flipping car glitch. Is there anyone in this session that isn't crashing on the front straight?
Yeah, again?
Raining cars.
I don't know, the way I just ramped off that guy's front was pretty realistic. And the way he pulled over.
Car stop down low, go high.
Yeah, I just flipped for about 3 minutes there. I had turned my wheel off because I was jerking my wheel so hard.
I had that the other night, and I use a rift, so I felt pretty sick after that. Yeah, that's happened to me before. A little crazy. I just closed my eyes. Oh, that's no fun. It's funny because that's the only time I've ever had motion sickness in VR. Oh god, it just was awful.